So this morning, we have a Q13 exclusive. Children under the age of 18 now eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine trial. And this morning, I'm joined by Dr. John Dunn of Kaiser Permanente to talk about this. Dr. Dunn, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And so we were speaking a moment ago. You're telling me you're not actually enrolling children here just yet. This is kind of the beginning stages. So explain exactly what's going on.
What's happening right now is that we've set up a registry that will enable parents who are interested in having their children under 18, interested in having them enroll in a vaccine trial for COVID. This allows them to put their name on a list, essentially, and let us know that they're available and they're interested and give us that information. The reason for it is that right now, we don't know any details about exactly what the specifics of a trial will be, what ages would be involved, how many people we'd need, and so on. But by having a list in place of people that we know are interested and are anxious to participate, then as soon as we get information on what sort of work they want us to do, we will be able to have a whole group of people that we can reach out to and very quickly get enrolled.
Gotcha.
In a pandemic situation like this is critical because we want to make sure that we can get as many people enrolled as quickly as possible.
What age groups are we registering at this point? Are we talking about like 12 to 17 or even younger than that?
It's potentially even younger because we expect that while trials might begin in adolescence, we expect that eventually we'll want to move on to trials in grade school age kids and maybe even preschool kids, assuming that the vaccine turns out to be effective in each of these groups. What we'd like to do is get everybody under 18 who's interested in participating on that list. So anyone under age 18 can be registered for this.
Okay.
And what will happen is that even if the first trials don't involve somebody as young as the child that's registered, we keep that name on the list. We actually keep it on the list for several years. And as soon as something comes up where it looks like they might be a good candidate, we'll reach out to the family and let them know.
Okay, so for those of us that haven't taken part in a vaccine trial, and for parents that may be thinking that maybe my kids would be, potential subjects for this, what exactly would a trial like this entail? What can you tell us at this point?
I imagine that any trial that we do in children will be very analogous to the trials that we've been doing in adults. What that means is that we bring people in and do a very extensive review to make sure that they're in good health, have stable medical conditions, that they don't have health conditions that might make it difficult for us to understand whether the vaccine is working or not. And then, assuming they're enrolled, usually what we do is split the participants into a couple of different groups. Very often one of those groups will get a vaccine of a certain dose, another might get a vaccine at a different dose, another might get a placebo, which is something that looks like a vaccine but actually isn't. And then we'll see how those different groups respond. That's what will let us know whether or not the vaccine is effective.
Gotcha. Okay, so if parents are interested in registering their kids for this potential trial, how would they do that?
The best way to do it is to go to a website that we have set up. It's Corona, CORONA, .kpwashingtonresearch, all one word, .org. When they go there, there'll be information on a special page that discusses what's involved for someone who goes on the registry who's under 18. And if after reading the page, the parents or guardians feel that this is something that they're interested in having their child potentially participate in, there will be a form where they can provide us with limited information, and then we can contact them in the future. It's important for parents to know they can go just to look. Even if you register, there's no obligation to the parent or to the child to ultimately participate in any study that we reach out to them for. And of course, anyone who registers is free to withdraw from the registry at any time.
And the goal, obviously, to get as many people vaccinated as we can, as quickly as we can. Dr. John Dunn, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.